Director sir, कोई बात नहीं, कोई माल एडजस्ट सही है। एंकर जैसे अगर दोस्त हो तो दुश्मनों की जरूरत नहीं है। वो कहते हैं मोस्ट बिलव्ड, मुझे बाद में जाके इन्हीं के साथ लंच करना है। एवरीबडी इज बिलव्ड हियर एंड आई एम द लीस्ट वन, आई नो इट। आई हैव बीन asked to do the duty of vote of thanks because Mr. Ashutosh Dixit, who was supposed to do this duty, he is down with chikungunya and he has not been able to come. When we thought of organizing this event, and I came to the institute for the first time in June, we had the privilege of meeting Mr. Bhatt. His full name is Indra Krishna Bhatt, and he was the then director. But even the issue did not end there. And just 3 days before this meet, we had the privilege of having Professor Uday Kumar Yaragatti, if I have pronounced it correctly, was like, you have not been able to break your links with Suratkar. We will also get to pronounce your name correctly with time. Of course, Professor Yaragatti did not offer us a cup of tea, and that cup of tea is due. And I hope he will also not charge us for that.
I'll get charged.
The success of any function or any program of this kind depends on the participants. And the very fact that we have been able to get about 57 of them, and few of them have to back out at the last moment because of personal difficulties. But if I don't take the name of Tejveer Singh Bakshi, who is not today present, but he is the prime mover and he is the soul behind the success of this program, sir. When we were planning, he came with a suggestion to regulate the participation fee, and we brought it down from 35,000, which was being proposed by some of the esteemed members, to 15,000, and that was one of the main reasons that we had such a great response. Because people have to travel from outside, they have to spend, and you can't spend a fortune for him. And that reminds me, a small story. Ernest Hemingway was once invited by John F. Kennedy for a dinner in White House with all living Nobel laureates of America. And he simply declined by saying that I don't want to travel thousands of miles to dine with strangers. In 40 years, many of us had almost become strangers, and this Ruby meet has brought us together. And now everybody is talking that we should have such unions every year or every 2 years or every 5 years. Let's see how much of that spirit remains behind, because they were all talking under the influence of some other spirit. I will not take much long because we have to wind up fast. Some of our friends have to leave around 12 o'clock. We have got 2 small functions. One is Aushadhi Vatika and second is Neki Ka Darya. We have changed the name from Neki Ki Wall to Neki Ka Darya. These 2 inaugurations, and then we break for lunch. But before that, we would like to felicitate our professors who have taught us, and also the institute which has brought us to this position in our life. So I'll request the anchor, my enemy number 1, to take over, and don't call me the most respected alumni next time. Please take over and call the professors. We'd like to. And I'll request Lalit Singhal and Mr. and Mrs. Chaubey to do the honors one by one. Please.